Hello, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my Broadsword Class Star Destroyer as posted on DeviantArt. It has three parts: the body, the bridge, and the front. For this new broadsword that I'm about to build, it's going to have a lot of different pieces because there's really hard to find pieces on the original broadsword. And for this new one, we're gonna name it the Raven, which is the command ship of the 502nd for the Republic, stolen from the Empire. Let's get started on the body. First, we want to take one 2x4 slab, and one of these, I have no idea what the name is. Let's just zoom in here. Put it on top of the 2x4. Next, we want to take two bricks that are like this. They have to have the plus in the middle, otherwise they won't work. I mean, you can probably get them to work with the circle. I just haven't tried, but you need two of those. And they're going to nestle in right there. Next we want whoops. One of these pieces. I call them axles. Probably have different names. But it's plus, it's four pegs long. And this is going to go right into here until there is about one peg on each side. Then we're going to build the engine. For my ships, I use different color engines to classify things. Blue is normal speed. Green is slightly faster. And red, as you can see with this transparent red stud, is the fastest. Now we're going to be building the engine. You'll need something with either two circles, one plus in one circle, or two pluses on both sides of it. This, I'm going to use two pluses, but since they're so thin, I need two of them. Then we're going to just slide it right on the back. Now we're going to take one of these short pieces where it's half axle, half circle, and stick it right on the top plus. Then we want a cylinder, much like this, and we're going to take the engine piece, put it right on, and then just place it right on the back. So far so good. Now we're going to need one of these. It's a special bionicle piece that was for the first villains. I think they're called the Baraki. I'm not completely sure, the name escapes me. But before we put it on to the rest of the body, we want to put on the missile silos, or in this case, heavy cannons. You'll need something to hold the missile silo. For this, I'm using a joint that's a perfect 90-degree angle. Now we want to place it right in there. It's hard doing it that way, so I'm going to do it the other way. For this, it doesn't matter if one is facing down or up, as long as the other is facing right out of the arm. Then we take a two peg long what did I call them? Axles, and we're going to place it right under the arm to hold it in. I dropped that piece. Place it right in there, if you can. It's really hard. And then you take one of these and you place it right there. This is our heavy missile silo. And now let's do the other arm. There. Whoops. There we go. Now we want to place it onto the rest of the body. Gear has to be facing up, and place it so that the shoulders are facing back towards the engine. If you put it on the other way, it will not work. Then we take a bionicle sword. It doesn't matter what sword it is. That's the reason why it's called a broadsword. And we stick it right on the other side. For the original broadsword, I used a special sword used by the Toa. It used to light up, it doesn't anymore, but this is supposed to imitate the super laser that would come out of the broadsword's main weapon. Alright, now we want a block with two of the circle pieces on the side. It doesn't matter if it's like this or this is an Exoforce version. I don't know if you can get these anymore. Maybe check Lego store online. But that is going to go right in front of the engine with the things facing off the side. Now, we're going to make heavy cannons out of this one, so we just place them right here and there. And we're done with the body. Now let's get moving on to the bridge. For the bridge, these are completely optional. You can actually make them out of anything you want. However, since I couldn't find any red swivel pieces, I'm going to use a wedge such as this, and I'm going to put a gray slab right on the corner like that. And you'll want two of those for the sides. Now we want one of these. It's a type of flat piece. I got mine off of an old ATST set that is deep in shambles right now. Behind my desk actually is a huge Lego box I've been collecting since I was 4, so finding pieces is hard. We want one of these, and we're going to take another 2x4 slab and place it right on the bottom. Make sure it goes long ways, otherwise it won't work. Then we want to get 2 slabs with the peg right in the middle and place them as such. This is going to be the actual bridge part of the ship. Now we take an arch piece, such as this, and this will go right on the back one. And then take a slab with little, looks like a grate, and you put it right in front of the black one. Now, for the bridge part, it has to be 2 studs long with any type of hook on the front. For this, it's more of the gear type where it actually clicks, but that's going to go right on top of the black one and over the red slab grate. Then you want 2 edge pieces, such as so. It's really hard to see. And that will go right on the front, in front of the bridge. Now, this next piece, it doesn't matter what color it is. This one's red, but it has to be a 1x2 slab, and it'll go right in the front, right there. Now for the special piece, take my 2 red wedges with gray slabs and just put them on, and there. This will go right on the front. You have to place it so that way the first 2 are on top and the rest goes over the engine. Looking good so far. Now for the front. Let's put the rest of this together. The front is the most important part because it gives that whole Star Destroyer look. Like this, yeah, this just looks like a giant sword. First we want 2 of these wedges. 2 of them. They'll go together like so. And get 1 of 2x6. Place it right on the bottom so that way it's only half off. And place the other wedge. Now we want a slope part like this. It doesn't matter what it looks like. For this one it's gray. This one's going to be black with an orange sticker on the front and 2 black pegs. Place it so that way there's 3 right in front, and it has to have 2 come right off the back, otherwise it won't work. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs long, and it's triangular. Now we take 2 wedges like this, 4 pegs long, and we'll place them right on the underneath at the very back. This gives a kind of a wing shape to it. And now for the final piece, a red flat slab. It can be any color, depends on how you want yours to look, and it goes just right in front of that wedge. And that will be the front. For this one, it has 2 blue pieces that are also swivels. This one's going to have gray. It's going to arch just like that. You have to be very delicate on these wing parts because they will pop off easily, so if you do drop this, you're going to have a bad time. And it just goes right on the red piece. That's why its color doesn't matter. And these have to be angled in such a way that they won't interfere with the rest of the body. And you can angle them after you put it on too. So there. Now we have 2 broadswords. The first is a normal broadsword used by the Imperial military. And this special red and black and dark gray used by the Republic, stolen by the Empire for the 502nd. As you notice, the sword is longer. And now you have half a fleet. It is the broadsword is a capital ship used by the new Empire during the Imperial Republic War set 200 years after the Battle of Yulan. Join me next time and I will teach you how to make one of these. I have to look up the name. I made it and I have to look up the name. This is my favorite ship. It's based off of the Broadsword Class Star Destroyer from the Old Republic. But I like to call it the Maximus Class Star Destroyer. It's my favorite out of my LEGO creations, and one of the most complicated up to its scale. Once you get bigger, it gets really complicated. Well, Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.